Remember that powerful TED Talk that took the internet by storm about vulnerability? It was none other than Brené Brown, captivating audiences with her wisdom and authenticity. Get ready to dive into the world of Brené Brown, renowned author, speaker, and thought leader. With her best-selling books, she has inspired millions to embrace their imperfections and dare greatly. From stages to screens, Brené has touched lives around the world, reminding us of the power of vulnerability and the importance of empathy. Join us on this incredible journey as we explore the transformative insights of Brené Brown, where vulnerability becomes strength and connection becomes magic. Brené Brown is a renowned researcher, speaker, and author who has made significant contributions in the fields of vulnerability, courage, shame, and empathy. She has conducted extensive research on topics such as vulnerability, shame resilience, and wholehearted living. Through her work, she has gained widespread recognition for her ability to communicate complex ideas in a relatable and accessible manner. Brené Brown gained significant fame and recognition through her popular TED Talk titled The Power of Vulnerability, which was delivered in 2010. In this talk, she shared her research findings on vulnerability, shame, and authenticity, captivating the audience with her insightful and engaging presentation style. The TED Talk quickly went viral and has been viewed millions of times, catapulting Brown into the public eye and making her a sought-after speaker and thought leader. Here's one of her key researches about the power of vulnerability. Being vulnerable. Vulnerability is like a high-stakes game of emotional poker. You're throwing cards on the table, risking rejection and hurt feelings. It's like saying, "Hey world, here are my thoughts, my feelings, and my embarrassing stories. Please don't judge me too harshly." It's a bit like being a contestant on a reality show called Expose Your Emotions. You never know how the audience will react, but you muster up the courage to reveal your authentic self anyway. It's a daring act that says, "I'm here, I'm vulnerable, and I refuse to let fear hold me back." So vulnerability is all about embracing the uncertainty, being willing to take emotional leaps of faith, and showing the world that real, unfiltered you. It's like wearing an invisible sign that says, "Handle with care, emotions inside." It's a roller coaster ride that can lead to amazing connections and deep relationships, but also a few bumps and bruises along the way. But hey, life would be pretty boring if we never took risks or showed our true selves, right? Just remember, it's okay to be vulnerable even if it means occasionally stumbling over your emotional roller skates. Be courageous. Courage and vulnerability go together like peanut butter and jelly, or like trying to eat a taco without any toppings. It just doesn't work. You see, being courageous means mustering up the guts to dive headfirst into the unknown, like a cat trying to catch a laser pointer. It's about taking risks and putting yourself out there, even when you know there's a chance of getting a little too emotionally bruised. Without uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure, acts of courage become as rare as finding a unicorn. So if you want to experience true courage, you have got to be willing to step into the unknown, take risks, and show the world your beautiful, vulnerable self. Because when you do, that's when you'll discover the strength that lies within you, and maybe even hit that high note. Belonging. Imagine you're at a party and everyone is dressed in fancy outfits, sipping on fancy drinks and discussing fancy topics. You look down at your jeans and t-shirt, clutching your glass of soda, feeling completely out of place. But wait, belonging isn't about desperately trying to blend in and become someone you're not just to fit in with the fancy crowd. True belonging is all about embracing your own fabulous self. It's like saying, Hey world, here I am, jeans and all. I'm not going to betray myself and pretend to be someone I'm not just to fit into your fancy pants club. Instead, it's about rocking your uniqueness, celebrating your quirks, and staying true to your values. When you embrace your authentic self, you attract genuine connections with other people who appreciate you for who you truly are. It's like finding your very own tribe of people who love and accept you, jeans and all. So remember, it's not about conforming to society's expectations or changing yourself to fit in. It's about being unapologetically you and finding your place in this crazy, beautiful world. Blaming. Blaming others is like playing a sneaky game of pass the hot potato. You know, when you're feeling uncomfortable or in pain and you desperately want to get rid of it, so you chuck it at someone else and hope they'll take the blame? Yup, that's blaming others in a nutshell. But here's the kicker. While blaming might temporarily relieve your discomfort, it's like putting a band-aid on a leaky faucet. It might seem like a quick fix, but it's not going to solve the underlying issue. In fact, it only hampers your personal growth and stops you from becoming a better version of yourself. When we point fingers and refuse to take responsibility for our actions and emotions, we are basically saying, nah, it's not my fault, it's all on you. It's like wearing a pair of blinders that prevents us from seeing our own flaws and areas where we could improve. And let's face it, we all have room for improvement. Blaming others keeps us stuck in a cycle of ignorance, shielding us from self-reflection and growth. But it doesn't stop there. Blaming others also puts a damper on our empathy game. You see, empathy is like a muscle that needs exercise. By diverting blame, we are skipping out on the empathy workout. When we can't hold ourselves accountable, it becomes harder to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and truly understand their perspective. So instead of passing the blame like a game of hot potato, let us embrace a little discomfort and take responsibility for our actions and emotions. It might not be the easiest route, but it's the one that leads to personal growth, accountability, and deeper connection with others. Power of hope. You're sitting there with a set of shiny goals in front of you, like a buffet of possibilities. You don't just stare at them longingly, you start envisioning the different pathways to reach those goals. It's like plotting a GPS route to success, but instead of Siri guiding you, it's your own hopeful imagination paving the way. And here's the best part. With hope by your side, you don't feel like a helpless bystander in the game of life. Nope, you have a secret weapon called sense of agency. It's that feeling of control and power over your own destiny. You become the captain of your own ship, steering it towards the sunny shores of positive outcomes. So hope isn't just some fluffy cloud of positive thoughts floating around. It's a proactive force that propels you forward, cheering you on as you take action towards your dreams. It's like having a personal life coach in your brain, constantly reminding you that you've got what it takes to conquer the world. In her own unique way, Brené Brown has managed to capture the hearts and minds of millions of people around the world. With her research, writing, and captivating speaking style, she's like the superhero of imperfections, fear confronters, and connection cultivators. She's all about taking responsibility for our actions and emotions, which is a tough job in itself. But wait, there's more. Brené emphasizes the incredible value of empathy, the magical power that lets us understand and actually connect with other human beings. Her insights have resonated deeply with audiences worldwide, sparking conversations about vulnerability, shame, and the power of wholehearted living. As we navigate the complexities of life, Brené Brown's teachings serve as a reminder to embrace our authentic selves, lean into discomfort, and cultivate empathy in order to create a more compassionate and connected world. If you were new here, hello and welcome to Motivation Matters Most. Here in this channel, we talk about self-improvement and motivation with different stories to go along with it in order for you to find success in life. If this is something you're into, consider hitting the subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you can be updated on our next upload. And remember, dig deep, get deliberate, inspired, and going. See you!